everybody, it's Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with my March TBR. Let's jump right into it. Through the month of March, I have a couple of reading vlogs that are still going on, so I am being a little bit more lenient with my TBR for this month. I do have an ongoing reading arc vlog series that I'm going to be doing, and the way that I'm breaking that up is by doing all of my arcs by genre and or like mood slash feel. So I have a whole list of all of my arcs, regardless of when they come out, that I'm reading in like groups of similar books. And then that way I can kind of compare and contrast them and look at them that way. I have been in a very big thriller mood, so I am reading a ton of my thriller arcs. I will save the majority of that for the actual thriller vlog, but if you want to know my thoughts on all the thrillers that I am reading, I am still logging them in real time on Goodreads, but I will be going into detail with them and my thoughts on them as I read in that particular reading vlog where I address some of them. Now, I have like 12 thriller arcs, so I won't be reading all of them in the first vlog, just the ones that come out the soonest. I am trying to read them in publication order, and then I'll be putting that one up, and then I'll kind of be mood reading the other ones and or moving on to other themes and groups and genres of my arcs. However, the majority of my TBR for March is still arcs. 5 of them that I want to get to, they're ones that just come out in March. So these are not thrillers. These are the other arcs that I would like to try to get to that I'm prioritizing. But I have 3 books that are backlist that I want to get to this month. The other books that I'm reading that are backlist are really just audiobook reads, and I'm doing that as I can get them from my library. The majority of the backlist titles that I am reading have been audiobooks because I'm trying to focus on physically reading all of my arcs. But I do have a couple of physical reads that I want to talk to you about that I will be doing for the month of March. Namely, and first and foremost, I will be reading A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. This one I do already have broken down on Twitter. The entire page breakdown and the dates are there. We will be reading this from the 6th to the 15th of March. So this is going up before then. You can still join us. I tried to do it so that we got 2 full weekends to read because she's big. I couldn't break this down into anything less than 9 days because I do know that the topic is very heavy and that you need a little bit of extra time. I think Chelsea had suggested maybe about 70 pages. Some of my days are more than that. Some of them are exactly 70, but I tried to do it. The chapter breakdown in this is really, really tricky. And I've already had a couple people ask me to break down the chapters so that they can follow along in the ebook format if they don't have the physical form. And I really can't do that because some of them are just page breaks, like breaks on the page. They're not chapters per se. These are very long chapters, and there's repeated like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 per the different parts that there are in the book. There's just no way for me to do it. So my best advice for you, if you want to follow along and you don't have the physical book, is to head to the library, try to get a paperback. That's what I broke down on, as a paperback, and see if you can kind of compare and contrast to whatever format you're reading on. I did my best. I hope you guys can understand. I tried to do about 70, 75 pages per day. So if you want to just go ahead and count on that, whatever your format is, hopefully you'll be able to meet up with us at some point. We will be discussing it on Twitter with the hashtag BR for Buddy Read and then A Little Life. Head to Twitter to get the whole breakdown. I will also have information in the description box down below if you want to join me. I know a lot of people are going to be joining me on this one because nobody kind of want to take this on their own. They want to have other people to talk to while they're reading this. And quite frankly, it's an intimidating book. It's over 815 pages. It's a lot easier to take on if you know you're going to be emotionally broken with friends. So I appreciate you if you want to join me. I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm nervous, but I'm very much looking forward to it. I also have 2 nonfiction that I will be reading this month. I will be reading Mastering Suspense, Structure, and Plot by Jane K. Cleland. I will also be reading Goal, Motivation, and Conflict by Deborah Dixon. These are 2 of the books on writing that I want to read in March because very early in April I am heading back to the Highlights Foundation for a writing retreat, and I want to have these under my belt before then. I should be able to read these pretty quickly. They tend to go really easily for me. I do tab and annotate these just so that I can use them as I write, but they don't usually take me too long. So these should probably go smoothly. Like, watch me jinx myself, but these should be pretty quick. Neither of them are particularly big. Then we're gonna get into the arcs that I want to read. I have a couple of contemporary and then I have a couple of fantasy. All of them are March releases. I don't know the exact dates for all of them. This one is a March 10th release. This is When You Were Everything by Ashley Woodfolk. This one is a friend breakup. So two girls that were very, very close, and their friendship, something happens to their friendship, and we follow after that. Alternating timelines between then and now that helps tell the story of what happened, blends past and present into an emotional story about the beauty of self-forgiveness, the promises of new beginning, and the courage it takes to remain open to love. I'm very excited for that book, guys. Like, very, very excited. I also have Mahari McFarlane's If I Never Met You. This is, I believe, a fake dating, looks like interracial romance. I'm here for it. Again, the romances haven't really been working for me. I've been doing a lot of the thrillers and the hard-hitting, and that's been working. I want to try to get to this, but honestly, I don't want to force it either. The last thing I need is a reading slump, so we'll see about that one. But I mean, if I'm going to read a contemporary romance, the fake dating, like all the things that it's offering to me are what I want. I also have Tigers Not Daughters by Samantha Mabry. This one is, I believe, about the Torres sisters who dream of escape from their widowed father and from their old San Antonio neighborhood full of San Antonio families and all the old traditions and expectations that go along with them. In the summer of her senior year of high school, Anna, the eldest, falls to her death from her bedroom window. A year later, her three sisters are still consumed by grief and haunted by Anna's memory, when the strange things start to happen in the house. Mysterious laughter, mysterious shadows, mysterious writings on the wall. This one looks like it does have some paranormal and or fantabulous aspects to it, so I am very, very excited to give this one a read. Plus, this cover is stunning and it's short. I feel like this will be a good one to read. This one comes out on March 24th, so I have a little bit later in the month. And then I have not opened this yet, but there's a sleeve that the book came in. On the inside of this book sleeve, we do have all of the sisters, so you can see artwork for each of the girls. Here's the thing. I feel like this one is going to be a little bit emotional for me because I am the eldest of four girls. I did not fall to my death, but I do have three sisters, and I feel like this one, that it might hit a little close to home. We'll see. I don't really know. I also have Wicked As You Wish by Rin Chapeko. This is about a world in which I believe all magic has disappeared, and then one of the princes has to move to normal everyday America. But then a phoenix or some kind of magical bird lost when magic was lost flies overhead, and magic may be returning, I believe, is the overarching message of this. I believe, maybe. This one comes out on March 3rd. I will not get to it before March 3rd, but I would like to get to it. Then I have Mermaid Moon. This one is by Suzanne Kokel. This one, guys, I saw a finished copy of this at ALA, and it is stunning. It is a beautiful finished book, and I asked, and all of the finished books will look like the one that I saw. It's not a special edition or anything. It is the most gorgeous book I've ever seen. I want to read this because I want to love it, and then I want to pre-order that book because it is gorgeous. This one is about a mermaid whose mother was landish, not sea-ish, and the undersea witch who delivered her cast a spell that made her people and her mother forget her birth. She longs to find her mother so much that she fashions herself a pair of legs to go ashore. Then she stumbles into a wall of white roses and a community desperate for a miracle, into a baroness who would do anything to live forever. An original fairy tale of belonging, sacrifice, choice, hope, magic, and mortality. We're gonna see. I have high hopes. The cover is gorgeous, and like I said, the finished copy will be stunning. So I have a couple of fantasy-ish books, well, a couple fantasy books, one that has more fabulous leanings towards it, and then we have a couple of contemporaries. We'll see. This one I think I can get to for sure. This one's really calling to me. The romances really aren't right now, so we'll see how that one goes. My couple of craft books, my nonfiction books for the month. and then A Little Life. Again, all the details will be down below. That is my March TBR. Holy moly, it's a lot of books because I also do have secret TBRs. I have my Kindle Unlimited reading vlog. I have my Reading My Thriller Arcs vlog. I will also be vlogging my reading of A Little Life because you guys apparently like to see me cry, and I want to give you what you want, and I kind of want to document it for myself because I've seen a lot of people reading this and vlogging it lately. I've had plans to read this from last year, and last year I was telling you guys that it was going to be in March, so now we're here. I might as well vlog it as well. That's going to be my March reading. And then whatever else I decide to pick up a mood read or pick up in audiobook. That is everything for March. If you guys are excited about any of these books, definitely let me know down below. If you're joining me for A Little Life, prepare yourself. I'm ready to cry with you. I will be with you every step of the way. That is going to be it for this one. If you liked it, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I'll see all of you in my next video. Bye guys.